Okay, welcome back. And this is not geology, this is actually a nature conservation video. So I am in Acadia Nature Conservation Reserve. So this is a regrowth forest, and we can see it's quite segregated. So we have some forest there, that's probably on farmland. And the forest you can see around here is following a water course. But we do have a main river, and that is probably just a small creek, but it does have vegetation around it. So a lot of this vegetation is probably pretty poorly preserved. And if we go out, you can see pretty much farmland. You need to go to acacia to get really good forests. So that's probably original forest. A lot of this might have been regrowth, but I don't know. Now, I have been here a few times. What you can see is that we do have one old tree, so that's probably at least 100 years old based on the thickness of the actual girth. But most of the younger trees are quite young. So these have probably been human transplanted. But these ones here, they would have originally been human transplanted, but they have been able, so we can see the seed pods, so they are starting to reproduce. So we have some seeds there, and they're starting to spread out, although they're only still in clumps where they were originally planted. So they can grow there. And then we have another young acacia. This looks a bit like a eucalypt. The leaves are quite thicker, and not, the veination's not the same. So, and it has these little galls on it. So these are caused by insects, causing an infection. Okay, and as you can see, there's a lot of old trees, and this wood probably comes from this tree here. It's been dead for quite a while, although not too long. I can still see the original bark, so probably only about 5 or 10 years. That's just a guesstimate. Usually the wood can last up to 50 years, but eventually it would be eaten by fungi and termites. Here we have a plantation of Dianella, so these would have been imported. So this would have all been farmland at one time, and this would have actually been totally made locally extinct by cattle or sheep. But I see, so that's probably a cattle farm, but a lot of it is used for cropping as well. So this is probably genetically quite homogeneous, so it doesn't have a genetic variation, although we do have regrowth coming up. And someone's actually cut this tree, so it's probably died. Probably cut it for safety, but I don't know why they haven't cut any of the other trees for safety. And it looks like it's pretty recent. Well, maybe they don't want this species here, because I don't know what species it is, so they decided to kill it. But the bark looks like that tree there. Looks quite similar. So I don't know why they've actually done that. Maybe they've done it to create more habitat for other animals. Okay, and this plant's died. So we got new regrowth. And as you can see, there's not as much grass. So I do find kangaroos in here. So the reason why there's not much undergrowth is probably because it needs to be burnt to stimulate growth. And we can see this is on the Shepparton formation. It's all silty, pretty much. And here we have the watercourse. So in the watercourse it has some, I don't even know what these are. Beautiful flowers. So it's a flower head. Probably a type of cottonwood. And we have the older growth, which was much larger. So it's probably due in times of a lot more rain, but we can see this is in the little bit of a dip, so this will be closer to the water source. It's only a few plants here. Don't see any other plants around here. So this is probably a continuation of a planting that they planted here. It looks like it's struggling to actually continue growing. So Dianella, that's probably been gotten here by a seed. So plants, these have a blue fruit. Birds eat it, have a little crap, and your planting would be established. So as we can see some regrowth, mostly acacia, not really eucalyptus as of yet. Dianella starting to spread out. And it's very dry, so today's 32 degrees, so that's pretty dry. There's a bone. Looks like part of a hip bone. It's been dead for quite a while. So we can see a lot of foliage, so this is prime for burning. They should actually burn it to help protect the actual farmland, probably once every 5 years or so. Anyway, yeah, this is what I like to do when I can't find any geology. Find something else and learn something new. Although I don't know what actual plants are around here because I'm not too familiar with the actual type of animals. Oh, all the animals are pretty same. There's lots of currawongs here. Don't see any magpies or anything else. I can hear smaller birds, but I can't really get close to see them. This has been excavated for some reason. As you can see, lots of glass, lots of tubing. So this is probably a tip. A lot of old containers. I'd actually like to find a coin. That would be great. Got a blue bottle. A blue bottle. Imagine that getting around your bum. Okay, here we have something. Looks like it's in Chinese. 8991. Or maybe it's 1898. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, so it looks like someone's excavating and trying to find shit. That's an interesting bottle. Quite a few interesting bottles. Wow, this one's interesting too. This looks all pretty much 1800s. Anyway. Yeah. So, thank you very much. Have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time and take care.